It's difficult to explain what existed in the beginning. Many would describe darkness. Many would describe some void, some clear absence of that which we know. The problem with that is, how could there be darkness if there was never light? How could there be emptiness if nothing was ever full? There are still many mysteries that we have yet to solve. So I'm not sure I can answer how everything came to be, but I can shed some light on what we do know. We know that in the beginning, there were none of the elements that we'd recognize in our current world. All that filled the world was a tree, a lake in which the tree grew, and the fog that filled everything else. The world wasn't filled with darkness, nor light. It was a blind world, a deaf world, a world without sense. To describe it would be impossible. How could we comprehend a world without sight, sound, touch? I suppose there is one element of this world we'd recognize. A single element our senses would detect. This world had time. For most of its time, nothing changed. It simply was a tree, a lake, and a deep, all-encompassing fog. Fortunately for all of us, time never lets things stay the same. As time passed, the tree grew, its roots extending ever deeper into the lake. It grew deeper and deeper until finally the tree revealed that there was something more to this world. There was a bottom. It dug its roots into the foundations of the world and shifted the eternal Lanka soil that had sat undisturbed until now. The soil moved with the water and collided. It rolled and folded. Once it had taken shape, it rolled back and touched the tree that had brought about its creation. In an instant, the shape took life. It knew that it existed. It traced itself, coming to understand its own shape. It then explored the world surrounding it. It perceived the roots digging into the ground, shaping something new. It stared into the sky for a moment with its sightless eyes, before it began to climb the roots. It breached the surface and felt something different. The surface was different. It held the tree and started to test what its body could do. It seemed to have pieces that did not fit the world. Its eyes saw nothing. Its nose had no sense to smell. And yet, it felt compelled to act. As it tried to use its various body parts, it felt strange. It was unique. Everything came to a head when it took its first breath. It sucked in the fog, and with this first breath, he named himself Kashiki Lanka, the first eternal. Thank you for watching. The Song of the Three Eternals is a Nexus Group podcast written by Dylan Ash. If you liked it, tune in next week for episode 2. In any case, I hope you have a good day.